They don't wait. They don't ask. They don't move carefully through life. Aries burns. They charge. They leap before you even finish thinking. And that is why Aries is one of the most dangerous signs of the zodiac. Dangerous not because they want to hurt, but because they will not be contained. Aries is fire at its purest, raw, unfiltered, relentless. Spend a moment with them and you'll feel it, the heat in their eyes, the energy in their voice, the way they walk into a room like they own the air itself. They don't blend in. They can't. Fire never hides. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of action, drive, and war, and you can see it in everything they do. While others hesitate, Aries acts. While others question, Aries leaps. While others wonder if they're ready, Aries is already halfway across the finish line. That is their danger speed. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for the perfect plan. They ignite. And when they ignite, everyone around them feels the blaze. You may think you can control Aries, tame them, soften them. You can't. Try to put boundaries around fire, and it only burns hotter. Tell Aries no, and you'll watch them turn it into fuel. They are dangerous because they thrive in conflict. Obstacles don't scare them, they excite them. And when life puts walls in their way, Aries doesn't look for doors. They break through brick by brick, leaving everyone else stunned in the smoke. Their courage is legendary. They are the ones who step forward when everyone else steps back. The ones who fight battles no one else dares to fight. The ones who choose passion over safety, action over hesitation, truth over comfort. And that courage, though admirable, can also burn those closest to them. Because Aries won't dim their fire to keep you comfortable. They will chase what they want even if it scorches the ground behind them. But here's the paradox. Aries' danger isn't only in their intensity, it's in their innocence. Because beneath that blazing fire, Aries carries the heart of a child, honest, direct, uncomplicated. They don't scheme, they don't calculate, they don't manipulate. They say what they feel in the moment they feel it. That raw honesty is refreshing, but it's also explosive. They will shout when they're angry, laugh when they're joyful, cry when they're hurt. They don't hide. And sometimes that honesty slices sharper than any weapon. If you've ever loved an Aries, you know they love with their whole being. Fierce, passionate, consuming. They'll fight for you. They'll protect you. They'll move mountains just to see you smile. But that same love can turn to fury if they feel betrayed. Fire warms, but fire also burns. Aries teaches you that lesson in the most unforgettable ways. And yet Aries is not reckless chaos. There is method in their madness. Their boldness pushes life forward. They are the spark that starts revolutions, the pioneers who create paths where none existed. Without Aries, the world would stagnate. With them, it is always moving, always alive, always burning with possibility. But don't mistake their forward drive as thoughtless. Aries feels deeply, more than they let on. Their anger is hot but short lived. Their grudges burn fast and fade faster. What lingers is their passion, their desire to live fully, to experience everything, to taste life in its rawest form. They are dangerous because they remind you how alive you really are. And once you've tasted life with Aries, the quiet comfort of safety will never satisfy you again. Aries doesn't just want to live, they want to conquer, not necessarily others, but themselves, their limits, their fears. They wake up every day ready for battle, not always against the world, but against their own doubts, their own restraints. And in that battle, they show you the power of will, the strength of drive, the beauty of daring. That's why they're leaders. Not because they always have the perfect plan, but because they're willing to go first, to risk first, to fight first. And in following them, you discover your own courage. But Aries' danger is not only external, it's internal. They live in extremes. Their passion can burn them out. Their intensity can leave them exhausted. Their need for action can drive them into reckless choices. They give everything, sometimes too much, and then collapse in the ashes of their own fire. That is their struggle to learn that fire must be tended, not just unleashed. Still, even in their burnout, Aries rises. They don't stay down for long. Like flames licking back to life after being smothered, Aries always finds a way to return stronger, fiercer, more determined. That resilience is another reason they're dangerous. Because you can't keep them down. You can't put out their fire. They will rise again and again until the world itself bends to their will. If you are Aries, you know this fire. You know the frustration of being told to slow down, the anger of being underestimated, the ache of carrying so much energy with nowhere to put it. You know how often people call you reckless when really you are brave. How often they call you selfish when really you are honest. How often they fear your fire when really it's your gift. And you know deep down that your fire isn't here to destroy, it's here to light the way. And if you're not Aries, you now understand why they are both feared and admired. Because when Aries enters your life, you are forced to feel the heat. You cannot stay comfortable. You cannot hide. You cannot keep pretending. Aries will challenge you, provoke you, push you, but in doing so, they awaken you. They remind you that you too carry fire. And sometimes the most dangerous thing in the world is not the fire outside you, but the fire Aries awakens within you. So yes, Aries is dangerous. They're dangerous because they burn with honesty, with courage, with desire, with will. They're dangerous because they demand life to be lived fully, not halfway. They're dangerous because they refuse to be controlled, because they rise from ashes, no matter how many times they fall. Aries is the fire you can't control, And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what the world needs. And maybe that's the true danger of Aries, not just their fire, but the fire they awaken in you. Because once you've been around an Aries, you start to feel restless in places you once felt safe. You begin to wonder about the dreams you've put on the shelf, the battles you've avoided, the passions you've silenced. Aries doesn't let you forget. They remind you that life is meant to be lived at full volume, full speed, full heart. And once you've seen that, comfort feels too small, silence feels too heavy, safety feels like a cage. If you are Aries, own it. Own your fire, your courage, your speed. Don't let the world convince you that your passion is too much. It isn't. It's your gift. You are not reckless. You are brave. You are not selfish. You are honest. You are not dangerous because you destroy. You are dangerous because you awaken. And if you are not Aries, tell me, have you ever felt their fire in your life? Did it push you, burn you, change you, or light something inside you that you didn't know was there? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how Aries has touched your life. And if this spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe, because every zodiac sign holds a fire, a danger, a gift. This was Aries, and the rest of the zodiac is waiting to be revealed.